Now, look at what's on the board. We want to talk about the addition and subtraction in solid. How do we, before we solve these three questions, I believe once we can solve these three questions, as far as solid is concerned, anywhere you see addition or subtraction of solid, you will be able to solve it. But before I solve these three and we learn it together, let me just give us some hints. Now, in addition and subtraction of solid, if I have root 2 plus 3 root 2, so far this is root 2 and this is root 2, it can be added. If you can only add two surds of the same root. Now, there is an invisible number here called 1. If you don't put a number, so you have to have it in your mind that there is an invisible number here called 1. So the answer here will be 1 plus 3, that is 4 root 2. You just pick one. Just pick one. That one that is there and the 3 that is there, add it together, that is 4. So you just pick the one out of the root, that's 4 root 2. That's the answer. But if you have something like this, let's say I have 4 root 2 minus root 3. This one cannot be added, cannot be subtracted, cannot be added. Even though they put addition or subtractions, cannot be added, cannot be subtracted. Because of what? Because this is root 2 and this is root 3. So if your answer will stop it. And mind you, this thing cannot be broken. This is solid already. Root 2 cannot be broken down. Root 3 cannot be broken down. So your answer will stop it. Because this is root 2, this is root 3. For addition and subtractions only. It doesn't work like that for multiplications. So you have to note that you can only add two surds of the same root. You can only add two surds of the same root. You can only subtract two surds of the same root. You cannot add two surds of different roots. We should have that one at the back of our mind. Even though there are 3, let's say we have 3 root 2 plus 4 root 3 minus 2 root 2. Look at this one. This guy is having root 2, this guy is having root 2, this guy is having root 3. So this and this are compatible. But this one is not in line with them. So mind you, and always take note of the conventional signs in front of them, I mean the plus and minus. This one is having plus. This guy is having plus. This guy is having minus. So that means, and they are the ones that you can add together. You can say 3 root 2. What's the front of this one? Minus. Minus 2 root 2 plus 4 root 3. Now look at this. 3 minus 2. That is 1. So because they are having the same roots. 1 root 2. I told you just pick one. 1 root 2. But we don't write 1 root 2. You say root 2 plus 4 root 3. This is where your answer will stop. Because of what? Even though I told you there is an invisible one here, but you cannot add them together. Because this one is having root 2, this one is having root 3. They cannot be added. You have to take note of that. Now let's quickly solve these 3 things for the addition and subtraction. I know if you can solve this, you are good. Now number 1 says simplify 5 root 18 minus 3 root 72 plus 4 root 50. Now, if you look at this number 1, this is root 18 root 72 50. You can break this thing down. It's not a sword. It can be broken down. And I told you, just say 5. What are the two numbers that when I multiply together, they will give me 18? That is 9 times 2. 9 times 2. I told you it's not only 9 times 2. 6 times 3 also will give me 18. You can also use 6 times 3. You arrive at the same answer. But to reduce tricks, like I told you earlier, use two numbers that one is a surd, 2 is a surd, and the other one is a perfect square. That is the other one having it has a square root. So use those two numbers. It will reduce your stress. It will make your work faster and easier. Now minus 3, 72. How can I break 72 down? I told you what are the two numbers that when I multiply them together, they'll give me 72. That is 9 times 8 will give me 72, and also 36 times 2. 36 times 2. I'll use 36 times 2. Because 36 times 2, can you see this is surd and this one is having a square root. But if I use 9 times 8, 9 can be broken down and 8 also can be broken down. So that one will be elongating my work. Now, plus 4. What are the two numbers? When I multiply them together, I will give me 50. I will use 25 times 2. Why? Because 25 is a perfect number. There is a square root of 25 and 2 is a surd. Although I know 10 times 5 can give you like what I did. Go and check the beginning aspect of this surd that I did. You get to know or you understand better why I'm using all these numbers. I've explained it in this one. Now 5. Now see 5. You can split it down and say 5 times root 9, like I did the other time, times root 2 minus 3 times, split it to 36 times root 2 plus 4. There's a times like this here, there's a times like this, times root 25 times root 2. That is 5 times also root 93 times root 2 minus 3 times also 36, 6 times root 2 plus 4 also 25, 5 times root 2. That is 5 times 3, that is 15 root 2 minus 3 times 6, 18 root 2 plus 4 times 5, 20 root 2. Now look at them. This root 2 cannot be broken down anymore. This root 2 cannot be broken down anymore. This root 2 cannot be broken down anymore. But they all have root 2. So that means they are compatible. They can be added and they can be subtracted. Now, look at the sign in front of them because they have the same root. This is a plus. There's a plus, invisible plus here. There's minus here. As you can see, there's minus here, there's plus here. So the one that are having plus them together. This one is having plus and this one is having plus. So 15 plus 20, that is 35. So that is this one and this one, that is 35 minus 18 because they all have the same root. You just pick one root, the answer. 5 minus 18. 35 minus 18. 15 minus 8 is 7. 2 minus 1, 1. That is equal to 17. I told you pick one root out of the 3. 17 root 2. That's the answer for number 1. That's how to do the additions and the subtractions. Now let's do the number 2.